Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, viewers of all ages, welcome to The Void. My name is Logic, and the strangest thing has just happened to me. Alright, so it's the night before the limited time free assets, which we will be going over today. It's the night before they're due, so basically yesterday. And I was just ready to fall asleep, laying there thinking, you know what they should do? Once a month, they should take an item that's like most commonly on people's wish list, and like if it's a popular item or something and it's most commonly on people's wish list, one of those items once a month should be, free. Or they should include that in their limited time free. Now, I don't personally know how they go about selecting their items. I don't think it's based on popularity, but what if it was? And then I shut my eyes and then I fell asleep, only to wake up this morning and the first item that's free is an item that's directly off of my wish list, and that is the 3D Asset Pack Platformer Underworld. We've got Platformer Underworld, Advanced Phone System, Medieval Modular Wall Pack to look into today. So let's get these downloaded and jump right in. Alright, so here we are. I do indeed have them installed. I just did it through the launcher app and it is not synced up here. So it looks like I don't have them, but that's alright. We're going to go through them and we are going to start... Let's see, the best for last. We're going to start from right to left with the modular castle walls. Now, these may look simple from the outside, but they are anything but. If you love building castles and making your buildings your own versus having to do standard prefabs or having to have your scene look like other people's if you're purchasing assets off of the marketplace like I am, then you definitely want these modular castle walls. You can basically build any shape, any layout. I'm already seeing many things that you can do with this. Because it's modular, you can make a modular dungeon crawler, anything. You can make like roguelikes with it, dungeon crawlers. You can do like Repo or Lethal Company procedural generation with these modular pieces. You can build your own giant castle, have your guards standing by. You can make a Souls-like environment as well. You can do just about anything, and these pieces give you the freedom to do that. One thing that I really do like about these pieces is, one, they give you several different door sizes, many window sizes. It's not just one piece goes in this slot. You can have taller doors for like larger creatures that need to get through. You can have the pathway where you have multiple windows, or you can have a small room where there's like barely any window at all. I see like this little sort of like gable looking piece. One thing I don't see, however, these are medieval walls, and if you're going to build a castle, there are a lot of pieces that aren't here. Mainly being like the roof, and so like a roof piece, and those little spike, I guess you could build them out of anything, but those spiky looking pieces that go on top of a castle, those are also missing. But let's hop into it and see what the game quality is going to be on these if we look directly into the environment. Alright, so the map they give us is basically the showcase map with all the little pieces in it. And I mean, you have to think this is going to be castle walls and it has to be really large. Everything is double-sided here, which is really great, so you really only have to use one piece as you're making your buildings, and you'll get the inside and outside. That's great. Ooh, I love this tunnel piece. You couldn't tell that was a tunnel. I thought it was just another archway or something, but tunnels are really cool. I can definitely see a dungeon crawler or something of the sort being used with these pieces. That's really cool. They have different archways, like I pointed out in the picture before. This is the overview map. That's actually the only map they've given us. They haven't giving us any kind of example, and that's quite alright. I'm gonna assume this tiny slit with the cross in it, it's useful. Oh, you know what? A lever or something would go right here, wouldn't it? Yeah, I can see a lever would go right there. What other types of pieces do they have? You know, this set would have been really cool if they had included specific types of windows. Because in order to get something that's going to fit, you're going to need basically the mock-up of each of these pieces for the doorways and windows, and you'll need to size them accordingly. But that's alright. And again, I do wish they would have included a roofing system. Because you can't just have castle walls and nothing. There's not even a floor tile here that we can double off as a roof. Yeah, there isn't. I suppose this, but something flat like that, maybe. But yeah, so it's definitely lacking, but you know, it is free and you can combine it with some other assets. It's modular, so even if you need to fit other pieces to it, it kind of makes it easy because it'll be a simple modular scale across all of the pieces. Alright, so that's that. Let's jump into our next asset. Alright, next up we have the Advanced Phone System version 3 by the Samet store. Well reviewed so far. This is a this is a phone system where you have all these different apps and you can interact with each and every one of them. I kind of find these things useful for horror games and delivery games, maybe a simulator game if you want your character to be able to like buy things quickly and restock restock your simulator game quickly. They'll have a phone that they can do all that stuff on right in their face. So I thought that was a pretty cool thing to show up for free. Apparently there's an NPC dialogue system. So you can actually have other people call you to tell your story and your player would have to answer the phone. There is a security camera system where you would just look on the phone and you can see what's going on in the camera, and those cameras can be placed anywhere. There is a mini-map system, which actually is, wow, that's quite convenient. That's quite a convenient add. So if you use this, you also don't have to worry about trying to develop a mini-map for your game. That phone tracks your every move. And then everything for the dialogue system is node-based. There is a bank logging system, so you can log into the bank, and I don't know if that means that's where your player's money is stored or if it's a system where you supposedly can take loans, but I'm sure it'll be simple. And this is what I was getting at as far as like restocking a simulator game or any kind of purchasing you need to do. There's this shopping app and you can purchase it, and I'm just going to assume that the stuff is delivered to a specific location or it is delivered somewhere around your player. So that's pretty cool. And then there is an app. Now I find this to be really cool in horror games. I played one recently where like every day you get different information and you could actually go to the phone and type the number in, and based on what number you typed and where you were along in the story, something different would happen across the phone. I just thought that was so cool. So this appears to have a system just like that as well, and the list just goes on and on. You've got find, so it's like a find app where you can see them on the map where they are. There's a note app. I'm not sure what that would be used for. There is a camera app here where it looks like you're taking a photo. There's a music player in the app. Okay, this might as well be a real phone. Player registration screen. So they've built it basically. They've built the game login screen into the phone system. This is a very in-depth asset, and I think we got lucky this month. Wow. So you can pick your image, start the player. There is a multiplayer video chat. That's kind of cool. That actually is a step up from walkie-talkies in games like this. So now it can be, hey, where you at? I'm over here by the haunted house. Come find me. I don't think so. There is a selfie mode. Oh, there's a. Oh, okay. That is not what. Okay, I think there's a lipstick filter on here or something, but there's an image mode which I can only assume saves it to your computer's hard drive from the game. Recent transactions, that's cool. There's a message from Frank. Recent transactions from Frank. You can send and receive money. This thing has it all. Anything you need to use a phone, you can call, receive and call NPCs so they can call you. They have an accept and decline button where your player actually has to answer the phone before it stops ringing, and that's always like a fun interactive moment in things like horror games as well. That's really cool. Oh wow, I can't wait to jump in. They've got. All right, that was the last of the advertisement. So video player app. All right, let's jump into this and see how all of this works. This is so epic. I think we're very fortunate to get such an asset. So this is when it says advanced phone system, they really meant advanced phone system. Plus it's replicated, which means multiplayer enabled. Let's take a direct look at it. Alright, we are in the scene that they chose to use for showcase. We're gonna go ahead and... No! Are you sure you want to play an editor? The following blueprints have unresolved compile errors. There is a widget blueprint for the web browser. What is the compile error? Let's see. Target no longer exists. Get URL. So, they had you visiting... Let's look at where that is. Okay, unclicked. So we're going to disconnect this. I guess it had you go into a specific web browser. We're going to remove that. The URL is always going to be blank, and we are just not going to do the launch URL page. But this is where you would go to sort of set that up for yourself if you want your players visiting external websites. But let's jump back into this showcase, press play, and I'll go ahead and do an F11. Oh my goodness, I have no idea what just happened. But to toggle phone, we're gonna press F, it says. Oh, and there's my phone coming up. It's in third person, so I'm just walking around. Return to app is right mouse click. Oh, that's gonna be a bit difficult because right now I'm holding down the right mouse to pan my camera around. But we're going to take this one section at a time. So let's start here. Take a picture and send it to Finn. Send it to Parker too after you call him. Alright, objective number 1. Take a picture. Where's my picture at? Security camera, gallery. My guess is... Oh no, camera. Take a picture of myself. How do I flip the camera in? Toggle camera. Oh, look at me. Take picture. Cheese. Okay. Exit camera mode. P. Okay. Alright, I've taken my picture. It should be stored in my oh, look at me. It's stored in my gallery. And then send it to Finn. Where are my contacts? Dial phone, browser. So that would be the web browser that had the error. Where is note, gallery, messages? Okay. I don't know Finn. We haven't met Finn yet. Finn, give me your... Oh, wait. Finn, message. I'm going to send you... Yes, I'm going to select this photo. Oh, this is me. Say cheese. We're going to keep it civil. We're going to keep it classy. I'm just going to say cheese. Alright, I sent it to Finn's online and is a woman. Alright, send it to Parker too after you call him. Uh-oh. Well, that shouldn't have happened. I just sent you a blank message. Yeah, delete that. Alright, so it looks like right click is backspace. And now I need to dial. I don't know his number. Oh, wait. Contacts. Parker. Hey, Parker. Hey, Parker. Oh. Can I call you for a second? Hey! How are you? Is this Parker? Parker, you're so handsome. What do I say in response? Alright, I'm shy. Let me hang up. My bad. Parker, I was so shy. But I'm gonna send you a message. Hey! Okay, enough of that. Alright, let's move to the next station. Skip dialogue or next was enter. I completely missed that part. Alright, that's it. What's this white box do? I don't know. What am I supposed to do with this? Is that the camera? That camera is funny looking. Hold on, let me check my app. Is that the camera? It is. Look. Hey, camera. Oh, and it's real time. It can see me in real. I can jump so high. It can see me in real time. Hello, camera. Oh, that's got to be so cool. So cool. How do I get out of this? Return to app. Why? Oh, I have to right mouse click over top of the phone. All right, that's the camera app. Let me see what this station is. NPC call showcase in the box. Oh, ADS. Decline. Stop calling me. I'm busy. Alright. Oh my gosh, you're calling me again? What do you want? Hi, bro. Sup, bro? Enter. Hi. Enter. Oh, there's an... Oh, okay, there's a dialogue on screen. Do you like this asset? Hell yeah, I love this asset. No, it has problems or shortcomings. I haven't seen any yet. Yes, definitely. I'm glad to hear that. How about you check out my other asset? Anybody got time for that? Bye. I'm busy checking out this one. That was cool. Welcome to the demo. Was I supposed to start here? You can call Frank. For showcase, you can continue by calling Frank multiple times. Frank don't want to hear from me. You can check the level blueprint to close. You can check the level blueprint to close the ADS message. What do you mean? To close the message. I don't know. These blue boxes came with the. They came with the game. Alright, I know this is something, but I don't know. Well, that's just Finn and Frank. I'm going to video call them maybe? There are cameras everywhere. Was I able to change? Nope, that just took a picture. No. But it is giving me the security camera. No, it's still giving me that camera. I'm pretty sure that's a camera too. Oh wait, skip next dialogue. Take a photo. I was taking a bunch of photos. Move camera up, down, left, and right with what? Ooh. I wanted to toggle phone, skip next dialogue. Previous camera. That's the information I need. But oh, I can I would have to leave out, mess with the widget, and move that around. Just to Q&E. There we go. Wait a second. That, how do I rotate? That's a little that's rotated sideways. Oh, yeah, we've got a bad rotation going, but yeah, so this is, instead of moving the camera up and down, it's rotating it. I can fix that. That's a simple fix. So it's doing like a little pitch and roll instead of that's alright. That's not a big issue. And that's the original camera. Okay. Now, what else can we do? This is amazing. What? It has a flashlight? I put a flashlight on and it turned it completely dark and spooky. Finn, where are you, Finn? Oh my goodness. I don't know if that blue thing is just from the light passing, the light in our chests passing around, but doesn't it look so cool? Finn, Frank, I found you. Skip next dialogue and exit flashlight mode. Oh my, why is it still dark? I've left flashlight mode. Why is it still dark? I'm having, okay, it's not dark anymore. Message, mini-map. Let's have a look at the, unless it's, oh, look at the mini-map. They've included so much. Like, this asset would still be phenomenal if they didn't include the mini-map. But the mini-map itself is like, even if you don't want the phone app, like, designing a nice mini-map in the game, period, is just, it's absolutely required. It makes or breaks whether or not it's like, how should I say? Having a good mini-map in, like, one of the corner it's like, how do I say? It's that feeling. If it's a bad mini-map, you're like, why is this thing taking up space on my screen? But if the mini-map is good, you're like, yeah, it's alright. Go ahead and cover that tiny portion of my screen. This is a really good mini-map. Look how fluid it is. Look how, quickly. Wait. W, okay. S, okay. So, I'm pressing S to go that way, which is not... Yeah, and this is right. Okay. So the mini-map isn't really determined by... Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like the way the rotation movement. But a good mini-map makes or breaks your level. But right now, this one, the movement is off. So this right here is S, and this is W, and then A and D. Where if you're gonna hold it this way, the way I move should correspond to that. But that's just a minor fix as well. Just the fact that they included a mini map or GPS system in the first place is awesome. What would be really cool though, on top of this, is if you could plot a route, like the closest route to get to a place. I've left the game. The closest route to get to a place would be really cool, because then that would help with things like delivery applications, or because in a game like you're making a horror game, I don't really see a use for a mini map other than like you're plotting your course from one spot to the next. But this is really cool. They've included so much in here, and it's F. What did I press? Why I haven't pressed N? Why can I see the nav mesh? I don't know, but it's there. Oh, I am enjoying this app so much, but we've got to move on to our third and final application. Guys, you need this app. You want this app. You may not know it until after watching this video, but there is so much in here. Even if you don't use every single aspect of this app, you can pick and pull and use certain aspects of it in whatever kind of game that you're making. There's security system, there's photo taking. I haven't even looked at the shop, so I can buy a weapon. And where does it land? So I bought that. I was curious as to where things would land if I purchased it. It showed that I purchased it, and it took my money, but there's no inventory system, so I actually don't know where the gun and everything goes. But guys, you need this. You may not know it yet, but you definitely need this. Yeah, that is missing. An inventory system is missing. Wait, what? Wait, nope, leave that. Exit camera mode. What was that in the bank? Player, login, pops bank. Music, there's a music app. Epic Music. I totally forgot about this. So you can turn the music on and off, though people don't really like if you're streaming the game or something, you don't really like the music, you know, copyright strikes and all of that. But yeah. All right, let's go back. So you can add different music lists, video, carpet system. We going on a magic carpet ride, or is this another? This is another app they're trying to sell us. All right, I can show you the world. This developer deserves an epic shout out. Let's go back and look at their. Wait, what's the note? Hello, welcome to my asset. Fab Assets. All right, it's Sam's store. There you go. I said he deserves a shout out. There is his information. Check out this. Go get this asset because it's free right now until the 24th. Check this seller out at Sam's store. They make excellent assets. I'm going to go ahead and keep a lookout for all the new things that they make. I'm going to add them to one of my list of my favorite developers because this asset is phenomenal. Let's check out our third and final asset. Here we go. Now, I thought I was saving the best for last because this is an asset that I had on my wish list. And I had it on my wish list because I'm currently working on a sort of stylized game that I kind of want to have a similar look to this, but I wasn't yet sure, so I hadn't purchased it because I'm still working out the kinks and the mechanics. You know, the way I build my stuff is the world could look like anything, but I need my mechanics in the background to be cohesive and fit together and work well together. So before I purchase any assets, I basically block out a working game with like no assets at all, but just like the core mechanics working well with one another. So I kind of saved myself by that being my process. I saved myself because I would have paid more than $80 for this beautiful asset. Now I thought I was saving the best for last, but that last asset blew me out the water, and I don't know. We're going to have to see if we can top that. So let's see what we've got here. Platformer A Underworld. It is a low poly 3D model pack from It Happy. It Happy. That's their name. And I'm shouting them out. I have to remove that. So one thing I noticed is after you purchase it, I've already purchased this. It's not synced up to my thing. But after you purchase something, it doesn't remove it from your wish list. So I find myself, and then your wish list ends up being full because for some reason they still have the 200 wish list cap, even though we've tried for years to get them to raise that limit. But I have to go in and undo it. That's just a little bug. That's why you saw the error occur up there. Like, it's a problem. But anyhow, this asset works in any format, any software. Oh, they really did include basically everything, which is great because if you can take this asset into Blender, you can tweak it, you can work it, you can color it up however you want, and it still can look nice. And you can just make it cohesive to the things that you're working on. But this is basically the scene. You've got your little bridge, and it kind of looks like it says underworld, but I'm thinking not necessarily underworld, but like, so I do really like stylized and medieval work mainly, so I'm thinking not necessarily underworld, but I'm thinking dungeons, or I'm thinking like dwarfs where they work in the caves or in the mines. It looks too nice to be like evil underworld style. So this could be a simple platformer. But I chose this asset because I really like the art style here. It's simple, the colors are basic and simple, and you can focus on doing a whole bunch of things. The thing I'm working on had a lot of VFX in it, and I needed something plain and gray for those VFX to shine and bounce off, kind of like these runes here are shining bright against the gray background. But you've got different things that you can jump over. I really like these pillars here. It's basically a tiny little platformer. You're jumping around, doing parkour, trying to get through this. It kind of reminds me of it's an Ultimate Chicken Horse, where it's got like where you're allowed to put obstacles in the way and you're trying to race across to the other side. It could be used for a game similar to that, Or if you want to get rid of all of the obstacles, you can still use it as a sort of dungeon crawler or anything like that. You can set up your own traps and animations, and sky's the limit, really. Not what I'm using it for, but I'm just throwing out some different ideas there. So they've really given you a whole horde of different types of pieces. And yeah, they do have a lot of traps, so don't go for the crystal unless you're prepared to jump, because there is a spike pit underneath there. I'm wondering if those are they already animated to be triggerable? It does seem like a small environment, but it is compact assets in a small environment. And look, they come in, the pieces are broken down in a way that you can build out your own paths however you want. Please tell me that broken up pillar I've seen is here. Oh, look, okay, we've got different roads, but not really. It's not really a variety in these. You've got one curved, one short and flat. And the problem with not including variety in things like these is going to be the repetition. So there's so few pieces that they're going to be repeated, and you don't want it to start to look all samey. This is really cool though. Look at all these. I wasn't expecting these to be here. And then you've got your different keys and chests, and yeah, you can make just about anything. But let's take a look into the pre-prepared world that they have designed to showcase this asset off. Here we go. And it is an epic showcase of a world. Look at that. They have truly built that out with the different pillars. I once did an animation. I wonder if I can find it. A really old animation where the world was built up like this. Oh, I gotta find that animation. It just reminded me a lot like that. A lot of that old animation I'd done. Alright, we're falling into the world. No, we're not. Okay. Is there a you died little thing that's gonna respawn me? No, I'm just gonna fall infinitely. Alright, we're gonna try that again. And now I'm lost. Where is anything? Okay, where's the beginning? We're gonna try that again. It's alright. My guess is the tall guy is the end. Alright, and where did we fall from? What is this? This. Alright. Let's move that over there really quick. Wow. No? That is perfectly alright. We can go ahead and add a Alright, we're gonna add a player start to here, I guess. How is that a bad size? Let's raise it so it's not clashing with anything. There we go. Alright, we're gonna try this again. There we are in the world. And we're gonna full screen it. And let's see if we can get through this. Alright, so everything is animated except for the flames. We're going down. Are we gonna go back up? No, we're not going down. Are the pillars moving or are we moving? I think the pillars are moving. No, I think we're moving. I don't know, but it's a cool effect. Alright, I'm gonna die here. No! It's very floaty. I was on the edge and then, yeah, the jump was very, very floaty. I didn't know how far I was gonna go. Oh no, there's no reset. So I have to keep resetting, coming out the game, pressing. I could build a reset really quick. but we're just going to, let's do that. See how far it can go. You don't even need to stand on that. Whoa. I can just walk. Okay. It's lagging. What? The coin pushed me off? Oh, so you don't get the coin. So that's not, I think it's just meant to show what's there. I thought it would work, but it does not. Alright, let's try to get a little bit further this time. And then we'll call it after that. Alright, I'm just going to... Ooh, don't hit me. Actually, I don't even know what these do if they hit you. Is it like a bump or... No. It's just in the way, but there's so much space on this side that, okay. Nope, we're not able to climb the stairs. You gotta jump the stairs. I'll jump over this. Jump down the stairs. Okay, the assets look nice. But that's about all it's got going for it. I want the coin. No, I'm not allowed to have it. But it's there. Nice detail. This isn't the type of game that I would make with these assets. Ooh, is that gonna push me off? Alright, I'm gonna assume the heart doesn't do anything. I didn't realize there was another platform right below, but we're gonna call it there. Go get these assets while you can. Today is the first day, but they're only up for 2 weeks, so you will lose these beautiful, beautiful assets. Well, you'll lose them for free. They won't be gone from the marketplace entirely. You'll just have to pay full price. Until... Whoa, okay. Anyway, go get your assets until the 24th. Alright, you need these assets. You don't know it yet, and sometimes you may not even think you need them. Oh, that's not my style, or I don't need to do that. They're free. You kind of, I don't know. Even some of the ones that I never thought I would use, I started collecting, and then it turns out I joined a team working on a different type of game, and it turns out I needed those types of assets. So you never know if you are or aren't going to need them. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me as we walk through these fantastic 3 assets. I do hope you found this useful, or the walkthrough useful at least, just so you can see what these assets are about before you grab them. Alright, make sure you like the video. If you've got anything from this, leave a comment if you so dare, and I'll catch you in the next one.